Musicals were never really my thing. I saw it on Netflix, but I passed. 'Cause this is what I see when I think musicals. And I couldn't have been more wrong.
It's almost a shame that, like, I'm so happy with this, and I want to feature more of this style of stuff on the channel, but we might have seen the best, and now it's all downhill.
I've seen some pretty great
I've seen some great stuff too, but I fell in love with this movie because it's a love story about friends.
It is.
It's an epic.
It's like Gon and Killua level friendship.
It's a trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
But
it is, actually.
It really was.
It's like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. It's like, it won't stop. I don't want it to, but it won't stop.
It's interesting how much different, but how closely it stays to, like, the normal Revolution movie formula.
Yeah.
Like a Braveheart or something.
Sure.
Like, it's very, very, very Braveheart.
Yes, sure.
But it still manages to be its own thing with its own flavor.
Yeah, it's like, it has that as, like, scaffolding, but everything that grows on that scaffolding is so different, flavorful, and visual.
Now, admittedly, I've seen very few Indian films outside of the Satyajit Ray classics, so I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I had a superficial understanding that Bollywood films are formally distinct from Western ones in some ways, so I anticipated that my cultural expectations might color my appreciation of the film, but let me tell you, as soon as I saw that opening scene with Raju soldiering through a crowd of thousands of real, coordinated extras to capture a single man, I was like, okay, West, East, who cares? This is a real fucking movie. Consider this movie is part Django Unchained, part Lawrence of Arabia, and part The Searchers, 3 movies that I absolutely adore, so this movie was a huge treat for me.
Started talking about it, and I have not heard anybody say anything who's watched the whole film say anything but lavish heaps of praise on it. I've never heard someone say it's terrible or anyone say it's all right. People are saying you have to see it, and I'm hoping that this is the Oscar entry. I hope that it gets some kind of a theatrical U.S. push. I know it played here a couple of times in the States, but I missed both windows of opportunity. I'm not going to make that mistake again, because even watching this on my 42-inch TV, digitally, through Netflix or whatever, it's breathtaking. I can only imagine this thing might give me a heart attack if I saw it on a big screen, but I'll take that chance.
I would totally go see this on the big screen. Yeah,
absolutely.
Become friends and then realize they're enemies.
What? Really?
And it's I don't know, like, it is like kung fu on, like, the level of the best kung fu movie you've ever seen, I'm sure. Like, whatever you think of. It's got huge dance numbers that are more beautiful than anything you've ever seen. West Side Story is garbage. The story's epic, like, everything, the art direction, everything. Like, it's just a beautiful movie, and it's fun. For 3 hours, it's fun. And, like, it's dramatic. You're crying at the end. You're crying like 3 times in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Insane. And the best way to describe this film is just the word epic. Like, everything is storytelling.
It's got Ram Charan in it, and he's fucking known for that.
He's set pieces,
badass,
action. There's a few dance sequences in there. It's just pure joy, honestly. These are right at the start of the film, but the way they introduce Rama is he's just like battering the shit out of this huge crowd who are trying to get into a police station, and he just fights all these people off and done in such an over-the-top way, and you're like, there's no way that this one man would be able to take on all these people, but they do it in such a way where you actually believe, oh yeah, he is taking on all these people and managing to survive. And then the way they bring Bahim into the film is he fights a tiger. Yeah, it's in the trailer, it's in the promotional video and stuff.
Yeah.
And that scene where Captain America holds the helicopter and pulls it in, and his muscles are all there's a moment in this that rivals that with Bahim. He's just this Adonis, like, just holding this tiger, and his muscles are like popping everywhere.
Okay. This is one of my favorite movies of the entire year. I think after seeing RRR, I was just like, obviously I'm a big fan of Fast and Furious. RRR does everything Fast and Furious wishes it could do. That was my review on Letterboxd. I basically just said this is everything Fast and Furious wants to be. I love every aspect of this. The action sequences, just the two leads. Aren't they brothers? I think that they're related in some way. I think they might be brothers.
You mean the actors or the character?
The characters. The characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that they're brothers. But just a fun ride. Like, it is 3 hours long, but what I always tell people when they haven't seen it is that this film does not feel like, I did not feel the 3 hours the entire time watching this, just because it starts and it never stops until the end.
And you have to do it even if it's something that is so hard for you. Like,
and the metaphor of the bullet for the British meaning not even enough to use against
an
Indian life, and how they were able to use it back against them and like empower them. And it shows like when you unite as a people, even if you have different religions, different areas that you live in, when you like connect with each other, you can defeat anybody. Especially it was such a great like
superpower that is like trying to suppress and oppress your people, your entire community. Exactly. Like you're saying, like what you can come together, what you can accomplish together. If we could just let go of all of our own personal battles that we're all individually fighting and find a way to fight together, which is what they did in this film. So many layers that like I feel like I was on a roller coaster.
Yeah, me too. We said it in the beginning, we're like, okay, we're gonna go on a ride with y'all, and we really did go through an entire ride.
Yeah. Like the emotional life, like I got so emotional. Like you had to pass me a tissue. I was like, thank you so much.